Welcome to Winston-Salem, North Carolina and Wake Forest Stadium. Another season of EA Sports college football kicking off here in Week 0. It's the Rutgers Scarlet Knights and the Wake Forest Demon Deacons. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, I caught up with the Demon Deacons head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. The Demon Deacons kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Looks like he's going to bring it out. And the ball is loose on the return. Kicking team's got it. Takes it in. Touchdown, Wake.
And this is why a lot of coaches don't kick the ball out of the end zone. They want them to return the football so something good can happen. So you can put a hat on the football, cause a fumble, make something happen, Palmer, and that's exactly what the kickoff unit does.
Man, I love kickoff coverage units, David, that take pride in their jobs. These guys want to line up. They want to run down the field and hurt somebody. That was a huge game-changing play to not just create the turnover, but to score a touchdown.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Using his legs, it's Raymond. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Now on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. It's caught. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And the Scarlet Knights getting set on 1st and 10. Runs for the tackle. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Run inside. It's Raymond. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Might have a chance. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something about it.
Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Caught behind the line. It's Raymond. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And it's something you learn as a pass rusher all the time, man. If I beat that tackle immediately right away, there's usually a reason. They're wanting me to run upfield. He plays the screen beautifully. The defensive end stays home, sees it, makes a tackle on the running back, and prevents the big play.
Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a first down.
The Scarlet Knights, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Wants to throw it. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they weren't able to make the connection they were looking for. Explosive play.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you gotta still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Ready to fire from the pistol. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Using his legs, it's Wiggins. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll run it again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. There's some room. Finally out of bounds at the 21-yard line after the big run. He's got 47 yards on the ground already. That is a way to make a statement early.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Got him downfield. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They give it to him first time this season for the transfer. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Wake Forest. The 18 unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Fielded in the end zone. It's Benjamin. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, I'll tell you, when you start a game as well as this guy did on the opening drive, you're going to earn more touches later. And finally, they hand it off to him here on the second drive. But he's really shot out of a cannon in this game. I really like the way he's running right now. He's running hard. He's running with authority. They need to keep giving him the football.
On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. We've come to the break, and it's Wake Forest holding the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room. It's Raymond. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Rutgers takes its second timeout. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard games.
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
After that sack, the O-line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Throwing, Lopez. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Now the pitch. And he stopped right there. No gain on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch.
Oh, he's got some space. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener.
And this offense, right, they are in a groove. They are in a rhythm, just finding themselves play after play. Everything they're dialing up right now is working. If I'm the offensive coordinator.
Here's a little room there. They'll get him on the ground, but he takes it all the way down to the 10.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the decision by the quarterback there. It's only first down. It's not there. Throw it away. Live to play another day.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Beck's going for the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wake Forest. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Scarlet Knights start this drive. The offense looks ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout called here by Rutgers, and that's their third. And now they'll have to go the rest of the half with no timeouts remaining. They'll need about 6 here on second down from the 20. Looking to fire. Gonna let it fly. A 50-50 ball, and he just out-fought the defender and made the catch. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
That's caught. It's Davis. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls and fires complete. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Complete. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. It's Wiggins. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space to the left. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out. Did a nice job of limiting the damage with that QB run.
3rd and 6 yards to go. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. Touchdown, Demon Deacons! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
He'll bring it out. It's Benjamin. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. To the air on 1st down. It's complete to the left. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. And the Scarlet Knights want to crank the tempo. Looking for room, it's Raymond. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Now the defense will try to rise up on 3rd and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had the...
And the rush will get to him at the 25. Clock still running. Almost certainly the last play of the half. Trying play action. Here's the pressure. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We begin with Buffalo taking on the Ball State Cardinals. And it's the Bulls coming away with the victory in one of the highest scoring games we've seen all season, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Looking for space. It's Clark. Maybe some room here. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They give it to the freshman, first carry of his career.
Man, it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far.
It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Wake. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And it's been more of the same in the second half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
And that kick was perfectly down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the Rutgers offense heads back onto the field. Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Trying to take it back. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Run in the red zone, it's Daniels. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the counter play. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this first down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt.
And that's exactly where you want one of your best football players, right in the middle of your defense. And watch that dude hunt, man. 4th down, and he flies up, finds the football, makes the big play for this defense. He's the guy who they talk to in the headset. And
wide open spaces. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights.
I mean, let's go. That's a day's worth of yards right there on one carry. The home run hitter takes the snap, gets the football. He does the rest, shows off the speed, taking it 90-plus yards to the house.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. How in the world did he miss that? That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that.
Number 44, set to kick it off.
From inside the 15, here's the return. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive.
Makes the grab and room to run. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. And they take it in for 6 more points.
When these offenses get in a rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that, dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Unloads to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
They get him on the ground. The defense. Do exactly where they had to stop him, and it's fourth down.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake. Gonna take a shot. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Rutgers.
As quarterbacks, you want to find your best matchup in these critical fourth downs. He found it and took a shot, and it paid off. Huge touchdown.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold and finds his man on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for space. It's Wiggins. Picks up the first down. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Breaks away on the left. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he puts through the extra point. And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Hand off from the shotgun. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Now the play fake. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Hauls it in. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
The Scarlet Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's Black. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. And the Scarlet Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Finds his man. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Now the Scarlet Knights call timeout. It's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. They're desperate to do anything they can to try to slow down this guy who's just been spinning bean all day. A little carried away with that roughing penalty. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. And the offense will accept the penalty and move the ball forward. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. The snap sets up to throw. Working that left side. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. On the ground, it's Raymond. And again, finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
And now a big third down coming up. Down multiple possessions. This is one, Palmer, I'm looking for 6. I'm not trying to kick a field goal. I want to cut into this lead with a touchdown.
No, you got to have it. And also, considering all of that, this is 4-down territory too. So you need to identify who are your best players on offense and how can you give them a chance to score this touchdown.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick hitting end around on 1st and goal. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
With that last touchdown now, they're trying to create some momentum. They're trying to avoid starting the season 0-1. They know they've got a lot of work to do here in the second half, but you should be feeling pretty good about that last score. Now you've got to keep that up.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass.
Set to kick off.
Coming out with it, it's Tyler. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute them.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Might as well stick with him. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run it.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Maybe a crease. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback takes a knee, and they'll start this new season with a victory. Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock. Now facing a 3rd and long. On the option. Pulls it and runs it again. Breaks into the open. They bring him down. A big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man.
He's going to take a sack, but he'll also take the win.